Selangor is one of the teams that is using young players. JDT also using a lot of young players, and in the future maybe it varies any other team having more numbers. First of all, good morning. Thank you for being here. This trip is we managed to get a nice international appointment against China. It took a bit long, so it was not before last week that we managed to arrange everything because it's not in FIFA days. We try to manage with all the players because the season has already ended. So we were mostly focused on bringing the players on time, and we had a very short time here for training. So mostly focused on the period in China.
Did you get your best player?
I can
your best player?
None of them. We have some players still injured, some players with the senior team, and some players in Europe that cannot come because it's not FIFA days and they are in current competition now, right? But our appointment is a friendly match, 2 friendly matches, and senior team is preparing the AFC. So of course priority will be always senior team, and players are showing they can be important, also can help a lot of the senior team. So at this point we had the chance to have Mohairi this time, and Noah Lane is currently in pre-season with his team. So since it's not FIFA days, he could not join us this time, right? But of course we are in permanent talk about any player, not only this player. So we try to give feedback about their performance with us, and anytime the players are available for the under-23s, we're happy, of course, to have the most important players with us.
Coach, how about Wendina injuries? Is he available
It was quite recent, so it looks like he needs a bit of time to recover well. We'll see on the next weeks. We'll see. Hopefully he's ready for us. We'll see, because it was quite recent, and let's see. This is something that doctors need to assess on that. The doctors from Terengganu and doctors from the national team. But still to see. It's early yet. We'll see in the next few weeks, probably.
How important Ubaidullah in your team?
I think Ubaidullah showed a very good performance. His improvement this year with his team and with the national team is very good. He's a reliable player. Has a very good character as well. So I think he showed himself he's an important player for the team. Yep.
Coach, in the last 2-3 days of centralized training, is the team getting together? Are they gelling well together? Are they working along? And are they following everything that you need them to follow?
Yeah, sure. We've been working with almost 100% of the team for the last year. There are some new players joining now, some new players joining the last camp. But we try to use in the best way our time, because it's very short time, but we're quite happy and how are they feeling, how are they behaving, how are they performing during trainings. So trying to get the most from the short time, but happy so far. Yeah.
Is there any variety that you've been trying to make, like switches in positions or anything as such?
We always depends on the situation. We always try to adjust what we have. This time we have some players that need a bit of adaptation, so always use this time to try and test things. But most of the players can play in more than one position. So when we build a team, we prepare the collab. We try to have a versatile team as well. So yeah, it's
time to.
Has this been
something that you're working up to in the event that because the competition is played outside of the FIFA window, and it's also a fasting month.
Yeah.
So is that something that you're looking towards? Is that what you're doing?
This will be a bit tough, and we need to be able to adapt to the situation there. So this is something we are having in our mind from the beginning. Yeah. So we must prepare for any situation like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you expecting to see in the two friendly matches against China?
Okay, I think China's a team that can help us to show our level now, since we don't have the complete squad. Probably they don't have the complete squad, but it will be a good test from where we can start to prepare the competition. It was important for us to have an international opponent out of the South Asia, because we've been playing all this past year against South Asian teams, and it's good also to test players from different areas. So the level, the style may vary a bit, so we need to adapt. So it's a good starting point for us. Also, we only have 2 windows now, which is not FIFA days, and March. So it's very important for us to start preparing. Right?
Have you, in your speeches or your talks with the boys, have you actually said to them that you wish for them to emanate whatever that the senior team created in the 1-1 draw against China senior team?
It's difficult. I mean, every team is different. Every game is different. We ask the players to be humble. We start from this ground that will be the next game. So we test ourselves. We try to improve in the next game, and consistently be improving until the start of AFC. So our senior team is a nice example that we like to follow, but we also need to prepare our path, do our path, prepare our way, adjust to our players, and make the best. And as I said, this is a starting point. Is good to have it early and not in March. That was the next FIFA window.
Sorry, last one for me. Kim Panggon, has he said anything, given you some advice or something that he wishes to see from the under-23?
Senior team also, as we always say, the under-23s is like a platform for the senior team. We want to prepare the players. Of course, we don't always have the same profiles. We try to adjust. We try to get the best from the profiles we have, the best from every player, his specific conditions, but also trying to keep the style, keep the main idea, so it's easy for them to reach. So it's quite easy communication between the under-23 and senior team. We work together every day, so it is like very fluent, and it's not that we specifically have meetings on that, but day by day in Torres is very clear that we're working together and trying to prepare the players from the younger stages to the senior team. Yeah. With again. The Selangor is one of the teams that is using young players. JDT also using a lot of young players. Perak using a lot of young players. Terengganu. I mean, some of the teams are putting their bets on young players, and I think it's necessary for the under-23s, because at the start of the season, very few players were playing in Liga Super. Now they managed during the season to be a starting 11 on their teams. So it's this time the collab was like this, but in the future maybe it varies any other team having more numbers. So we need to adjust to the current situation, the player availability, but overall we expect the young players to have minutes in the first team, because it's important when it comes to getting to the proper level, to proper game pace, and be able to adapt to the international level when we go for competition. Yeah.